One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cavaliers will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have the first crack at it in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Moss. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the Cardinals need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Virginia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to throw, it's Morris. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick spin on the run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give on the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. He's loose. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Flips it out on the screen. Hard running there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. By himself, he makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Morris. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
But sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it again. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. To the air, it's Morris. Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Going right to work up top. Got the quick pass.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and more. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Morris. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grab near the marker, it's Courtney. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Ennis. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Cavaliers have this offense rolling. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Harris.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the air, it's Morris. Makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Back open in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cardinals line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ennis. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Morris. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. At the 35, he's open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Stewart. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And they'll take a knee.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.